Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's Elisa James, holistic voice and presentation coach. And today I'm coming to you live inside Facebook, the Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club, and also on YouTube. Now, one thing I'm doing a little bit differently today is I'm going to go live on Instagram. So welcome to my Instagram followers who is following this Q&A Wednesday as well. So welcome to Q&A Wednesday with Elisa James. Now, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. As I'm going into my group, the Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club, there's so many speakers in there who really struggle with confidence. So this is going to be the topic of the day, is how we can build our confidence. If you have confidence issues, either in your life or the way that it's showing up in your speech, please pop it below so I can help you out and answer any questions. Now, I'm going to be watching the StreamYard live so I can see the comments coming in from StreamYard on Facebook and on YouTube live. So if you've got any comments on those platforms, if you want to ask a question during the live, please just pop it below. I can actually see your comments and I can show them on the screen. So look, today is all about confidence. The biggest reason that I started all of my teaching programs is because people really struggle with confidence, and it shows up in so many different ways in their life. So for example, if you are somebody who doesn't have boundaries in place effectively, you're going to not speak up for yourself and you're going to be squished and probably taken advantage of by other people. And that could lead to all sorts of horrible things down the track. So if you can think of how we showed up as children when we were shy or quiet or reserved, we shut our mouths, we stepped back from everybody, we're afraid to speak up and out, we're afraid to ground ourselves and speak our truth. When that happens as a young person, well, actually at any age, but more prevalent when we're younger, we get bullied, we get teased, we get pushed around. And we certainly aren't those people that are chosen as the leader of a sports team or as part of the choir or as a school captain. See, confidence will get you where you want to go. So I'm going to show you today, I'm going to share with you a few different things that you can do to raise your confidence levels. Now, today, what I'm going to be explaining and sharing with you, you can actually see it on the ticker tape below, and I'll make sure that we put this underneath the comments as well so you can see the link. I have a winter sale going on at the moment, and you can see inside the scrolling, it says Linktree. If you look at that, write that link down, it's pretty easy. It's Linktree/Elisa James. On that one page, you will see all the courses that I have right now for 50% off. The winter sale is 50% off across all of my signature courses. And that includes my signature group program that is starting this Thursday to help people get over their fear of public speaking. So let me go through all of the courses that I've got and what they actually solve for each person in my field, okay? So the very first course is called Change Your Voice, Change Your Life. Now, I wrote this particular course years and years ago because the biggest thing that I noticed from most people is the confidence is holding them back in life. Major way. Their confidence is holding them back. So if you know that your confidence, lack of speaking up for yourself, lack of being honest, lack of being open, that is going to affect your life on so many levels. I can tell you from experience that when I was really lacking in confidence 20 years ago, I picked the wrong guys. I went out with the wrong people. I had the wrong relationships. They ended up being emotionally abusive, pushing me around, manipulative, controlling. Why? Because I didn't show up confident. I didn't stand my ground. I didn't have my boundaries in place, and I didn't speak with confidence and authenticity when I spoke. A lot of the time, I held my tongue. And when you hold your tongue, you're not speaking your truth. So the very first thing that I knew I had to do was improve my confidence from the inside out. So I wrote this tiny little mini course, and it's got a really amazing comprehensive workbook. The workbook is absolute gold, to be honest. I wrote all of these tips. There's 10 different tips in here and a really comprehensive questionnaire. When you go through this course, Change Your Voice, Change Your Life, it is the very first step that you can make towards confidence. Why? Because it gives you tangible little mini steps to move forward. And they're really simple, but I tell you what, they absolutely work. If I hadn't had 35 years of my career on stage and on camera, I would be a very different person, because naturally I am shy. Naturally, I'm an introvert. I'm absolute, unequivocally an introvert. And you know what? It's okay. I used to beat myself up for being an introvert years ago, because I used to make all sorts of excuses for myself as to why I shouldn't audition for something, or why I shouldn't speak in front of 40,000 people when I was asked to be a guest speaker in a stadium. I said no. Why? Because I was afraid. Why? Because I wasn't confident in myself. I knew that to push myself the extra mile and to get myself out of that comfort zone, I had to do something that scared me. So I started doing that, started doing something that scared me every single day. And yes, I'm afraid of spiders, but do I hold a spider every day? No, because that, you've got to really separate your fears, guys, from what's useful and not so useful. For me, I needed to get over the fact that I was afraid of being seen and being heard in my relationships, with my partner, and also on stage and on camera. Like, seriously, it was a massive issue for me. So when you purchase this course right now, you'll get it at 50% off. And that means it's right down to $19 or something ridiculous. But I've also got 4 bonus videos. It's 4 voice training videos that I don't usually give away with this course, but when people jump on this mini course, it's only $19. When they jump on that mini course, they get 4 free voice training videos as well. So if you have confidence issue, this is you. Please pop it in the chat below, and I can answer any questions while I'm live. Chris, lovely to have you here. Welcome from Belgium. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I hope you found the right channel. Did you, Chris? Because I noticed that you subscribed to the wrong channel last week, but I appreciate it. It's fabulous, but the right channel has 8,000 or so subscribers, so we're going great guns on that one. So now what I'm talking about today is these courses inside Kajabi, and they're called, why isn't it showing there? Because it didn't click. Yes, it is. Okay, so we were just talking about Change Your Voice, Change Your Life. So now let's move on to a different topic. If you want to improve your confidence, go to Change Your Voice, Change Your Life. You'll see it's a mini course. It's about $19. It's on half price. Actually, it's probably less than that, but it's on sale right now. So if you really want to step into your confidence, this is the time to do it. It's an easy to digest course. It'll take you an hour and a half to get through all the content, but the workbook is where the magic is. Do your work. Do it in the workbook. If you do and implement the actions that I tell you to implement inside the course, you will absolutely get gold from it, guaranteed. You have to get out of your comfort zone is the only way to move forward into confidence. You really have to get out of your comfort zone every single day. And for me, yes, that's also going on camera. But I do it because I know that I'm going to reach more people. I'm going to help more people overcome their problems. And I force myself to do things sometimes against my will or sometimes against my motivation because I know it's good for me. So please just make sure that you can differentiate what is good for you and what's going to move forward and what you're saying no to out of fear. When people say no to something, sometimes it's not because they don't believe that it's true. They're saying no immediately because they're fearful of the unknown. They're fearful of stepping forward into something that they have no idea about. And I completely get that. I was an entertainer for 35 years. Every single day was on a different stage, sometimes a different city, sometimes a different band, different microphones, different sound systems, different lights. It was stressful. When you have unknown every single day, it's actually really stressful. But you know what? That stress is a really good breeding ground for learning your craft and building skill. Everything I teach is a skill. I am not born with natural talent in singing, dancing, acting, or public speaking. I wanted to do it as a self-expression tool. The only reason that I got into performing arts is because I had this burning desire to express myself fully in all of those ways of expression. So for me, dancing, singing, acrobating, choreographing stuff. I did so many things on stage and on camera as a child. I needed to self-express. That's all it was. And we are absolutely allowed to do that as humans, and we are privileged to do that. So why on earth would you hold yourself back and keep your mouth shut when you can start to speak your truth? And I'm not talking about hurting people or stating your truth as in your shadow self, stating all the labels that you are not. I'm not confident, I'm shy. Believe me, I used to do that. Forget the labels. You can step into your full authentic confidence anytime that you want. Now, the second set of people that I always work with, now, this course is also on sale. It's on the winter sale link here. You'll see that it's on Linktree. If you go to Linktree/Elisa James, this particular course was the very first big signature course that I wrote, and it's for this reason specifically. When I first started working with high-end professional speakers, I started realizing that the thing that they needed to learn the most is how to take care of their instrument. If you don't know how to take care of your best asset for business, you better find out fast. When I first started teaching back in Australia, I'd moved overseas for 20 years, and then I came home about 8 years ago now. When I came back to Australia, I opened a studio, and all of my clients were having trouble with their voice. In the beginning, that's who came to me. They were having raspy, croaky sounds. They were losing their voice was hurting, all sorts of things was going on. Now, most of the people that were coming to me were teachers, professional speakers, aspiring speakers, coaches, fitness instructors, loads of people who use their voice for their living. I also worked with a lot of DJs. So for instance, from I think Hot Tomato and CFM on the Gold Coast, I trained their DJs as well. I trained a lot of Unity Church ministers in the United States, a lot of people from the Tony Robbins organization, from T. Harv Eker organization. If you're a coach or a trainer, you know very well that in a multi-day event, you need to really manage your voice, because I see it time and time again when I work with my Tony Robbins coaches. A lot of them can lose their voice completely by the second day of a 5-day event. How on earth are you going to speak and coach and inspire people and uplift them and engage them with your voice if you've got no voice, right? So the very first big course that I wrote, fully comprehensive, there's about, I think there's 5 or 6 modules in this. There's about 8 or 9 hours of content. It's really, really, really comprehensive. You will learn everything you need to know about the voice in that course. It's called Save My Voice Foundational Training. So if you are a speaker, a coach, a fitness instructor, an aerobics instructor, anyone who uses their voice every single day, learn how to use and maintain your instrument. It is your best friend for life. I am super committed myself. I don't want to get to 80 or hopefully, if God will allow, older than that. I don't want to get there with a weak and wobbly and ineffective tool for communication. I don't want to be one of these really old women that end up with a really wobbly voice and very weak, and so I can't sing or speak anymore. I don't want that. I want a strong, clear, projected voice for the rest of my life. And we can absolutely do that if we know how to use it and not lose it. So this is exactly why I wrote that course. So if you are a voice user, a professional voice user, pop your hand up and put it below, because guaranteed you're going to need to know how to use your voice. Let's have a quick look at the comments. Hello, Susie Balls. It's about public speaking training. Thank you so much. I don't know. That's really interesting. Thank you for jumping on. It's called The Voice of Confidence TV, and I teach people how to speak up and out for themselves with ease and confidence anytime on any platform. So welcome. It's really lovely to have you here. We've got some live videos that go out every single Wednesday, between Tuesday and Wednesday for my American clients. Susie, thank you for joining us. And also I have my tips video that goes out, this live video that goes out every Wednesday morning. And also on Friday, I interview experts. So thank you for joining us live. Yeah, I don't know why people don't comment so much, but thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, Susie, just pop it below. I'd love to answer you these questions. So if you are a speaker, a coach, a trainer, a fitness instructor, and you need to use your voice for business, you need to shout, you need to project, you need to bring your voice, yay, up to a big high level. That's high performance voice use. You better know how to look after your voice. So that little mini course, or actually this comprehensive course, Save My Voice, Save My Asset, my best asset, will absolutely help you make sure that you know how to care for your voice for life. Now, the very last course that I've got that going on right now, I don't actually have a printout of this particular one. It's a brand new signature course called the Voice of Confidence Public Speaker Training Program. Now, I wrote this because over the last couple of years, a lot of people, I used to put them all into my Save My Voice program, but a lot of people were struggling with confidence and public speaking, not so much with losing their voice. So I took the best bits out of the Save My Voice foundational training and I broadened it out into a massive, comprehensive public speaking program. The very first module covers how to speak with good pronunciation and good articulation. So regardless of where you're from or what language you speak first, you know how to speak with clarity and confidence every time you open your mouth. Module 1 is super important, especially if you're an ESL speaker, English as a second language. So if you're an ESL speaker, then the public speaking course is perfect for you. Now, in Module 1, it goes into breath control and how to manage your nerves and your anxiety when you're public speaking. Then we go massively into voice and how it works as an instrument. Then I go into the advanced speaking techniques, how to construct sentences, how to hold the audience in the palm of your hand. Lots of really great content in that course. So if you've got any questions about any of those courses, please pop it in the chat and ask me anything you like. Now, this is usually Q&A Wednesday, and I do invite people to join me sometimes live. So if you would like to get some live coaching, and I mean live on air in front of everybody, it's not for everyone. It's not for people who are really shy. But if you want to get some coaching for free, this is a wonderful opportunity. All you have to do is put your hand up and put it below in the comments, and I will PM you and give you the invitation to book in. What have we got here? Susie says, I have an assignment in university where I have to perform a speech via a Zoom call. Yes, Susie, perfect. Okay, so here's the tip for that. You've got to keep practicing, right? So Susie, what I suggest that you do first is that I want you to write out your dot points for your speech. Okay, write out your dot points. Don't put them all on Word in front of you so you're reading like this on Zoom. Please don't do that. Don't script it out. Because then when you're giving your speech, you'll feel more nervous. Because what happens when we actually use our script too heavily is that we're looking for our script the whole time and trying to look at the camera and trying to think of what we're saying and trying to be engaging and then reading the script. It's so stressful. Don't do that to yourself, okay? What I want you to do is this instead. Super, super important. What I want you to do is I want you to get a whiteboard or a big sticky note, and I want you to put your 5 or 6 dot points that will keep you on track. Stick it on the wall directly behind your camera. Directly behind. So I'm looking at the camera right here, right now. Okay, this is on my computer and this is on Instagram. Okay, you'll notice that if I'm actually looking at the camera, you as an audience feel much more engagement because you feel that I'm speaking just to you. This is how you need to speak, Susie, on Zoom. It's super important. When you're speaking on Zoom for your presentation for your university, make sure you look at the camera. This is why I say if you put your list right behind the camera, now I'm looking just behind my computer, just this much above my camera, and it still looks like I'm looking at you. right? So people won't be distracted by you doing this and reading. Look what happens if I started to read things on my computer. It's really distracting. You don't want to do that when you're speaking in a public speaking environment. You want to always look at your audience. And when you're on stage, of course, that's easy because you've got people all around you and you can move your eye contact every 3 seconds is the rule. Every 3 seconds. You know why? Because people get uncomfortable when you stare at them. It's as simple as that. So don't stare at somebody more than 3 seconds in a live space. But when you're on camera, it's really important that you actually look at the camera. It's more of a safety mechanism for the person who's watching. They actually feel more connected and they feel like you're chatting with them. And look, they can switch off anytime if they feel uncomfortable. So when you're on Zoom, don't look away unless you just need to think, and then bring your thoughts straight back to the camera. Super important. Okay. Yes, you can actually apply. Yeah, thank you, Ice, for putting that in. Underneath the video, guys, today, you will see an invitation to join me on this live cast. Every Wednesday, I have this live cast at 8:30 a.m. Sydney time. If you would like to be coached for free, instead of just sending me messages, if you would like to be coached on camera, me here, you here, for free, no charge for 20 minutes, then come and join us on Wednesdays. It's not scary. It's okay. Because you know what? You'll be stepping into the unknown. Remember how that's how we build confidence. And you'll be getting out of your comfort zone. The only way forward, guys, out of your comfort zone and into confidence is to take a step forward into fear. Believe me, it is the only way. Is the only way past your fear is to just do it. One of my mottos in life is feel the fear and do it anyway. It will serve you really well, I guarantee. You are very, very welcome. Yes, Susie, absolutely. Stay focused and look at the camera and put your notes behind you, okay? Do a couple of practice runs on Zoom. Make sure that you record yourself so then you can watch it back so you can judge how it's going to be seen from the other person. You need to know how you look and sound to your audience. So having that feedback and recording yourself, Susie, is super important, okay? Now, if you've got time, you can always, I don't know, where's your assignment in university? Great. If you want to be a guest next week, Susie, if you've got a whole week to prepare, just hop on the link and book it in and I'll coach you on camera on your speech. That would be really fun. Guaranteed you'd have a good time. All right, let's get back to the banners. So the last one I'm talking about is the Voice of Confidence Public Speaker Training. Now, this is my favorite course now because it is fully comprehensive. I've been teaching public speaking now for about 20 years. And I started in America many years ago with one of the most famous public speakers in the whole of the world at that time. And he owned a massive event company called Get Motivated. And if you look up Get Motivated, he's worked with every single celebrity, presidents, athletes, Olympians, movie stars, like everyone all around the world. He got them to come into his events and he would hire a stadium for 20,000 people and speak on that stadium. So when I started working with him, I started realizing that so many more people need help with their voice. They need help with their confidence. They need help with public speaking. So I was so excited to come on this whole journey and learn how to really help people master their voice for their platform, whether that be camera, stage, podcast, whatever. Voice is your best instrument and your best asset for business, guys. So learn how to use it. It will serve you in every area of your life. It will improve your relationships. It will improve your relationship with your children, with your partner. It will improve relationships at work, and it will improve your visibility at work. You must show up. You must start to speak up. So please, when you're at work, if you've been sitting hiding around that conference table, if you've been hiding in Zoom calls with your camera off, stop it. You have to put your camera on. Mute your mic by all means so you don't disturb people, but put your camera on and look at your audience directly in the eye. You will show up like a leader and your boss will start to notice you. And guess what happens when you start to get noticed? you start to get visible, you start to get a leadership role within that organization. People will start to perceive you as a leader because you're speaking up and speaking out. And then you'll be able to go up that corporate ladder much more easily because they will see you as a good communicator, very confident, and good leadership skills. It's going to serve you forever, honestly. So the 3 courses, again, that are on sale, 50% off right now, a Change Your Voice, Change Your Life, and we've got the foundational training, which is the Save My Voice program, perfect for people who use their voice for a living and are in danger of losing it. And for anyone needing confidence and skill around public speaking, the Voice of Confidence public speaker training is a fully comprehensive course. Now, I have a live class as well that complements this course. Some people are not very good at committing to online courses. And if you know that you're one of those people that don't commit to online courses very well and they just sit on the shelf, then a live mentoring package will probably be a better fit for you. So what I do in that instance is I give people a link. I'll put it below underneath this video today. I give them a link to fill out a form where they ask for a free consult. And when you're really, really super serious and you know that you need help, guys, just click on the form and you'll have, it's a very simple form that asks you your name, your email, your phone number so I can call you, and then what you're struggling with. And then I will give you a call. We'll talk about what your needs are and I will be able to point you in the right direction. Now, if I honestly believe that a training program without me is going to be okay for you, a good fit for time-wise, then I will direct you towards the online course that's best suited to your needs. This is a $500 call for 0 cost, no obligation. Now, if you are ready and really need the help and accountability of a coach, then I will put you into my mentoring program, which is starting on Thursday night, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Sydney time. There are 2nd and 3rd classes being added right now. So in 2 weeks' time, I'll have a morning class and an evening class. So if you're a business owner or you're watching from the United States, then my morning time Australia is your evening time the day before in America. That's a perfect class for my American clients. And my evening class in Sydney time is perfect for people in corporate who can't attend classes during the day because it's in the evening after work. So we've got something for everyone. Let's just quickly check the comments before we wind up today. Yes, you can apply for to be a guest on this show and get live coaching with this link that Isis just put below. And Neil, it's lovely to have you here. You are very, very welcome. And it's lovely to have you on the show the other day too. Thank you so much for sharing. Last chance for questions. Any live questions, pop it below. I'm so, so pleased to have you here. Thank you so much for watching on Instagram. If you've joined us live, this is the very first time I've actually done it across 2 platforms. So I'm sure that I'll figure it out and make it better over time. So if you have any questions, if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube here, or if you're watching on Instagram there, just pop it below. We check all of our platforms. If you've got any questions, just reach out or pop the link that I gave you into a new browser, open it up and fill in the form, and I'll see you on a consult either today or tomorrow. All right, you have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Make it a good one, okay? It's up to you to create a beautiful day. So go and do that. I'll see you next time. Bye.